Ladies and gentlemen, this is London calling. Welcome to the 38th International Churchill Conference, broadcasting live to you from the London Marriott Hotel, Grosvenor Square. I'm Katherine Carter, and my day job is as curator at Chartwell, Sir Winston's home in Kent. And I'm delighted to be taking you on an exciting journey through 2 days of presentations about the life and legacy of Sir Winston Churchill. I will also be helped by my co-presenter, Katherine Grace Katz, author of the book Daughters of Yalta, who is also currently studying for a law degree at Harvard Law School. This conference has been organised by the International Churchill Society, and to tell us more, I'm delighted to introduce the Society's chairman. Mr. Laurence Geller will be known to many of you already. He is an entrepreneur, businessman, and philanthropist who combines his passion for Churchill with his role as Chancellor of West London University and his leadership in dementia care and Alzheimer's research. Laurence was awarded a CBE by the Queen in 2012 and is someone who embodies Churchill's motto, action this day. Welcome, Laurence.
Don't go where you need to take the buttons. Can I bequeath you the crutches?
Certainly.
If you don't come back, I'll never get off the stage. Wow. It's absolutely great to be back speaking to a room full of real people in 3 dimensions. And I want to thank all of you in this audience today for being here. Who've made the journey to London from overseas or as far away as Westerham. So I'm very, very grateful to see everybody here. But this experience today for us all, and especially those who've laboured at the coalface of the International Churchill Society, is greatly enhanced by knowing there are also thousands of Churchillians joining us online at this moment. For we really are a truly international organisation, and if there's one small lining from this COVID experience, it's forced us to find new ways of delivering our programs. For example, check out the new great website. It really is terrific, winstonchurchill.org. Really is terrific. This last year has seen Churchill's reputation and legacy unfairly and viciously attacked. I now have to be careful mentioning the words Churchill and empire in the same sentence. But he did say, and I think it was at Harvard, that the empires of the future were the empires of the mind. And those are the only empires that we're interested in building as we emerge from this dark valley we've been in into new sunlit uplands. For me, it's absolutely appropriate that the theme of this conference is Churchill and freedom, as we've all struggled with our time in lockdown. And as we know, and as Churchill's life shows vividly, freedom comes with heavy responsibilities. As we look at our world in this post-pandemic era to remake it, it's important to reflect how freedom was lost and won in the past, and on those visions and qualities that are needed to sustain freedom in the face of this barrage of new threats we have today. So in the next 2 days, we'll bring you a wealth of expert panelists, speakers, and analysts to really discuss that matter. We'll be highlighting some of the latest research and newest publications in the field of Churchill studies. But freedom also comes at a price, a financial price. And this conference wouldn't have been possible without the incredibly generous support of our sponsors. And I'd like you all to thank them as you see the sponsors' names, if they're on the screen. Yes, they are. And it's terrific for them. And it's not too late. I'd be remiss if I didn't say that. It's not too late for you to do your bit. For those viewing online, simply scroll down beneath this screen, and you can use the buttons there to find out more about the work of the International Churchill Society in encouraging public speaking, developing leadership supporting history, heritage. And you'll see the button to join and another button to donate. And I urge you, please, I strongly urge you to press both buttons. And in a shopping society, you can also buy. We'll be running an auction throughout the conference, and our screen will always contain a list of the exciting items you can bid on, and please, please bid on them and bid generously, for the cause is good, the need is there, and our role is very evident. My thanks to our excellent team, Justin Reach, our Executive Director, Andy Smith, our Exec Director here in the UK, who's led the planning for this conference, Alan Packwood, who's responsible for much of the program, and all of us know him, he's responsible for so much more to the world of Churchill. John Olson, our Director of Comms, who sadly can't be with us in presence because he's unable to leave Australia due to COVID restrictions. But we thank him, I thank him every day for what he does, and I hope we'll be able to raise a glass to him in typical Churchillian fashion later this evening. David Friedman, our ever-energetic editor of Finest Hour and the Churchill Bulletin. Tim Riley, who's director of America's National Churchill Museum. And Kat Lee, who Andy has described as both his left and his right time in testing times. And then we have Scott Johnson, who works closely with the UK team to ensure our programs are delivered. As treasurer, he controls the purse and the checkbook. Vicious guy. And is a fellow member of the International Council. And sadly, Derek Greenwell, who was here, has had to go back, but he's a joyous character who is described by Andy as his entertainment officer. And he really is. A man who wouldn't know a down day. But then I'd like to say, to no lesser extent and finally, and actually probably greater than anybody else, Catherine Carter and Catherine Katz. You've met Catherine Carter, you'll see Catherine Katz, two wonderful, wonderful, fine Churchillians whose dedication and professionalism, frankly, without it, we'd be left floundering. And they will make wonderful moderators. Be careful because they'll whip you to hit the time, to keep on time. So above all, I want to thank all of you here and virtually for attending and for participating in this important conference. And there's only 3 words I can say left. Say now, action this day. Thank you.